problema. Matagal talaga yan.
He also pointed to the months-long political rift with the Dutertes as another possible factor. The once strong alliance has been locked in a public feud over Vice President Sara Duterte's looming impeachment and the international case against her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte. Now, Marcos appears ready to extend an olive branch.
Ako, ayoko ng gulo. Gusto ko makasundo sa lahat ng tao. Mas maganda, marami na akong kaaway. Hindi ko kailangan ng kaaway. Kailangan kong kaibigan. Ewan ko, kahit hanggat maaari, ako, ang habol ko, yung stability, peaceful, para magawa namin yung trabaho namin. Kaya ako, laging akong bukas sa ganyan. I'm always open to any approach. Sawa na ang Pilipino sa politika. Ang mensahe sa amin lahat, hindi lamang sa akin, hindi sa aming lahat. Tama na yung pamumulitika ninyo. At kami naman ang asikasuhin ninyo. Yan naman talaga ang dapat natin ginagawa.
But the Dutertes are silent for now. Some allies, however, are openly skeptical. Senator Ronald De La Rosa says Marcos must prove his sincerity, especially after allegedly breaking promises to the former First Family. Former Duterte spokesperson Salvador Panelo, meanwhile, offered a simpler path.
Hindi yan mapapatunayan sa salita nasa gawa yan. May experience ako sa kanya na sinabi, ibang ginawa. So, mahirap ako sabi kung sincere siya o hindi.
All you have to do is to tell the former or the president, Marcos Jr., to stick with his position of no jurisdiction. If he brings back the former president in the Philippines, then there will be reconciliation. All he has to do is to ask ICC to bring back the former president here, because his position at the very inception was there is no jurisdiction. And all he has to do is to tell the ICC that his people made a mistake in arresting, detaining, and sending to the jail the former president. And he is correcting it by asking them to bring him back.
Malacanang, however, draws the line, insisting the president will not break the law just to mend fences.
Hindi po magpapahawak sa leeg at hindi po magpapadikta ang Pangulo sa mali. Hindi po tatalikuran at babaliktarin ng Pangulo ang batas para lamang pagsilbihan ang personal na interes ng ilan.
But not everyone's critical. Some lawmakers say reconciliation is a step in the right direction. Senate President Francis Escudero says leaders must rise above drama and focus on public service. Senator Jingo Estrada agrees, saying the time for mudslinging is over. But Senator-elect Panfilo Lacson warns kindness may be misread as weakness.
I would like to think na siguro kailangan niya ng isang strong pero well-intentioned na bastonero sa kanyang cabinet.
Okay.
Na kung saan, who is capable of making government officials. Sama na natin Kongreso. Go the line towards good governance. Kasi hindi talaga po pwede yung puro goodness, puro kindness. Kasi iba-iba ugali rin ang mga makakasama mo eh.
Still on the elections, the race for the party list seats may not be over just yet. Winning groups have been proclaimed except for two. The National Board of Canvassers put on hold the proclamations of Duterte Youth and Bagong Generacion. Duterte Youth ranked second overall, securing 3 seats. Its chair now petitioning to the Supreme Court, accusing the poll body of grave abuse of discretion.
Sa tingin po natin, merong grave abuse of discretion. Ang COMELEC, sinabihan lang kami na hindi kami kasama sa proclamation tanghali bago mag-proclamation mismo. Kung sinabi nila last week yon, di na gawa namin ng paraan, pero parang sinadya, discretion na lang pala ng COMELEC ngayon kung kailan sila magpoproklama ng duly elected winners sa eleksyon.
A petition has been filed against Bagong Generacion on the other hand, but it has been dismissed by the poll body. It now urges COMELEC to proclaim them as soon as possible. But with new names entering the 20th Congress, old concerns remain. Out of the 60 party list nominees declared winners, at least 39 belong to political clans. Among them, Andrew Romualdez of Tingog, who is the son of House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and Brian Polya Manzales of FPJ Panday Bayanihan, son of outgoing Senator Grace Poe. This triggered renewed calls to reform the system.
Nothing much has changed in the sense that political dynasties and big business interests are still very much around, along with connections with the military, among many other reasons to conclude that majority, as you correctly noted, of party list groups that won in the recent election, they do not really represent the marginalized. It all the more stresses the need for the concerned authorities, the concerned legislators, and the concerned Supreme Court justices to really review the essence of the party list law.
And now these new lawmakers may soon face a constitutional test at the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte. Two